Once again, today's video is full of more news. From 9muse's Ryu speaking about a traumatic situation involving their CEO, to NCT's Taeyong speaking up about his past, to BTS V Fans receiving massive backlash. Let's get into it because, honey, it is wild. In a recent interview with the YouTuber FIFO Cares, former 9muse's member Ryu Sera revealed something absolutely shocking. Ryu opened up about a lot of different things, but she mainly spoke about the truth behind her departure from 9muses and the K-pop industry itself. And the secrets are horrifying. Ryu left 9muses back in 2014, and the departure didn't actually come from her own will. She was actually kicked out of the group. According to Ryu, she started doubting herself around the time her contract with Star Empire Entertainment was about to expire. She was constantly thinking if she was visually wise a good addition to the group, and she became very self-conscious. Her doubts stemmed from observing the other members. They were all thin, tall, and beautiful, while Ryu herself was quite short, which is something she struggled with for so long. Unfortunately, her company didn't support her and didn't offer Ryu any form of therapy or psychological help. The company actually did the opposite. Ryu was constantly told that she wasn't good enough by her own agency, and this really took a toll on her mental health. All of the mean comments and remarks made Ryu question if she was really meant to be there. Despite all of this, Ryu decided to talk to her company about her contract renewal, but she also wanted to add new terms to her contract, such as 9muses being able to attend concept meetings and wanting to take part in future projects. Basically, they wanted more creative control over their music. But this is where it all went down. After Ryu's meeting with her company, she learned a shocking truth. Without her even being aware of it, the company was announcing that Ryu was leaving the group. Ryu said, "I think my boss thought that I crossed the line when I asked for too many things, like us deciding what songs and concepts or what to wear in the future. I don't think he liked it." I cannot imagine how she must have felt at that time. It's so unfortunate, but between the years of 2010 and 2014, 9muses never had a talk with their company regarding their creative decisions and concept directions. But the next thing that Ryu revealed left us all speechless. After Ryu was asked if she held any grudges against her former agency, she said that she recently came to terms with her CEO and that she is no longer in danger and that he is no longer going to break her legs if he ever sees her again. You heard that right. The CEO of the company went as far as threatening to hurt Ryu physically, as if kicking her out of the group that she worked so hard in wasn't enough. The reason why Ryu never signed a new contract with a different company or why she was so silent for a long while was because of her CEO. She said, "I was hiding. He has huge connections." It seems like Ryu was genuinely afraid of that man. What was also heartbreaking is when Ryu confessed that the threats and intimidation was a normal thing back then, and that it still is right now. There's a picture on the internet of a CEO evaluating another female idol, and it is disturbing. It just further backs up the disgusting behavior and severe mistreatment happen on a daily basis in this company. When this interview was released, people flooded the internet with supportive and kind words for Ryu. Everyone has expressed how glad they are that she is now safe. And sadly enough, Ryu wasn't the only one who had gone through some incredibly tough times. Teenage years aren't easy for everyone. They especially get hard as you enter middle school and some young children really don't know the concept of being a decent human being. NCT's main rapper Taeyong definitely had something to say about this. A few days ago, Taeyong came to V Live to spend some time with his fans. The atmosphere throughout the V Live was comfortable and cheerful as Taeyong shared different stories, but it quickly got serious toward the end of the live stream. Taeyong started to talk about a really hard time that he went through when he was in 9th grade. Taeyong confessed that he was mistreated when he was in school and that it got so severe, his parents and teachers decided it would be best if Taeyong stayed at his grandmother's place for a month. Taeyong also confessed that throughout the whole month, he would look at his phone with so much fear to see what messages he got. He didn't say why exactly he was so afraid to look at his phone, but we can all imagine at least some of the things Taeyong had to go through. Thankfully, his family was a huge support for him and told him that Taeyong should just be himself and do whatever he wanted. And while Taeyong was sharing this dark story, NCT Dream became a million sellers. With their first full album, Hot Sauce, the numbers on the album pre-orders skyrocketed, and the group sold over 1 million copies. Not only did they break their previous record for pre-sales, but this is also the first time to sell over 1 million copies on pre-sales. This makes us so excited for the group, and we couldn't be more proud of them. The album is coming out on May 10th, and we just know that it's going to be an album full of bops. Now, to talk about recent successes in the K-pop industry, we need to talk about Brave Girls sadly struggling again. On the recent episode of Immortal Songs Singing the Legend, Brave Girls were one of their guests and showed off the incredible rise in their popularity in the last 4 years. years. As we all know, Brave girls have quite literally blown up in the last few months, and we're all here for it. It's incredible to see the girls getting so popular and receiving so much love, but even this comes with a price. As the episode progressed, the MCs asked the girls how much rest they're truly getting since they seem so busy. When the girls answered, the MCs were shocked to say the least. Minyoung explained, "Recently, we have only been getting 1 to 2 hours of sleep per day, but today we were about to sleep 4 hours," and followed by saying that despite their incredibly busy schedules, they were still beyond happy. Minyoung then went on to share how many advertisements they filmed, and it's a lot. From an ad for a game to snacks, clothes, and even cosmetics. The girls are truly riding the wave of immense success. When the MCs asked the girl group if they realized how popular they are right now, the girls confirmed that they would have never thought they would be so successful. The member said, "When we won first place, we never thought in our life that we would achieve this. Even though the success is definitely well deserved, it could become a little too much for the group. Brave girls have been working so hard for a long time now, and they could easily become overworked. Hopefully, their company knows what's good for the group and won't let the girls completely exhaust themselves, even though they've only been getting a couple hours of sleep every day, which surely can't be good for them. It is understandable that the company and the girls want to have as much fun as they possibly can with their recent popularity, but there is a very thin line of promoting the group and straight up exhausting them." Okay, speaking of crossing boundaries, we need to talk about a certain fan of BTS's V. Recently, a news outlet in Korea, Star News Korea, has spoken up about an issue that they have been dealing with. Allegedly, an anonymous fan of the BTS member has been harassing the news outlet just because they didn't like the way they were talking about Taeyong in their articles, which just makes no sense because the journalists didn't even say anything bad. Apparently, the fan advised the news outlet to not say anything if they don't have anything good to say, as they were not satisfied with the way they portrayed V in their articles. The news outlet actually responded by posting a screenshot of the mail and tweeting, "Never again write dirty sentences like this in Korea." Some of the comments directed toward this fan went as follows: "This is so absurd, just turn off your phone and have some morals." One comment also pointed out that the harassment came from one of the foreign fans and not from Korean netizens. Following the topic of fans, Monsta X's fans have recently felt disappointment and worry as it was announced that Shonyu won't be able to participate in the upcoming comeback promotions due to his medical issues. According to Starship Entertainment, Shonyu underwent emergency eye surgery for retinal detachment in his left eye of July last year. But since the group has been exposed to strong and bright lighting due to preparations for the comeback with One of a Kind, Shonyu has begun to feel discomfort again. The agency explained that Shonyu immediately went to the hospital and received a proper and appropriate treatment. Following the doctor's advice, Shonyu will be taking some time off to rest and make sure his condition doesn't worsen, and to avoid future deterioration or future relapse. Monsta X's new album is coming out on June 1st, so let's cheer them on no matter what. Hopefully, Shonyu's condition gets better soon and he can see his fans and promote their music as soon as possible. Okay, to end this video on a positive and heartwarming note, some Korean celebrities have shown their support towards different charities lately. BTS's J-Hope donated over 100 million Korean won to the Green Umbrella Children's Foundation. This charity gives support to children in Tanzania who are exposed to harm and threats. J-Hope's donation will be used to fund the One Stop Center, which is one of the projects in Tanzania to protect the children. It is also said that J-Hope has donated over 700 million Korean won to this charity overall. Honestly, this is so nice and comforting to see. And the chairman of the Green Umbrella Foundation thinks that as well, saying that with J-Hope donating his money, it is also raising awareness for this ongoing issue. However, J-Hope wasn't the only one who decided to lend a helping hand. Suzy and her label management, Soup, decided to donate over 100 million Korean won to help children in orphanages and young adults who are no longer protected by child welfare institutions. This donation was made on May 5th as the Children's Day in Korea falls on this date. A former iKON member, BI, also made a donation, as all the profits from sales and copyright royalties from his album Midnight Blue will be going to charity organization World Vision. The main focus of it is humanitarian aid, development, and advocacy. BI has also decided that all the future sales and copyright profits from the album's physical copies will be donated as well. This is why we love these idols, right? What do you guys think about Brave Girls? Are they being overworked? Are you excited for NCT's Dream's new album? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye!